What's good, everybody? It's Mr. Composition, the MC that writes fiction, back at it with another video. Sometimes when I do these, I don't know if y'all want to see me or not, or if y'all care. So, this is so interesting when my worlds collide. So, there's a Chinese open source AI model called Goku that challenges OpenAI and the US. Now, I thought that this was interesting because it's just all like I'm a big fan of anime. I'm a fan of AI, and it's just so funny that they named they Goku. Now, let's look at what it says. No fun days for Sam Altman. First Elon Musk hostile bid and now Goku. ByteDance launched Goku, which is interesting because if I'm not mistaken, they're also behind TikTok. And what's interesting as well is that there was if I'm not mistaken, DeepSeek is a Chinese AI model, and DeepSeek in the searches as far as downloads, it's being used more than OpenAI at this point. And I'm just all like, oh, this is very, very interesting. So Goku is an advanced AI model for image and video generation. This is yet another challenge to OpenAI and the governments like the US that aim to secure access to AI technology. However, it's also lowers the barrier for businesses to create value. To capture this value, business leaders must prioritize AI literacy, which is interesting because we are going to see we already have a bunch of different AI um, models. I've used several different kinds. With this being a image and video generator, I've used several different AI video and image generators. For the video, I still haven't quite found what it is that I'm looking for because I'm being very specific in what it is that I'm trying to do and the quality that I'm trying to have. So I'm curious to try Goku. And as a matter of fact, if it is free, I might show y'all on here. But what is Goku? Goku produces high quality visuals from text prompts. It uses rectified flow transfers, a type of AI model that generates images and videos more smoothly and accurately by improving the way information flows through the model. Think of it like a high-tech artist that refines its brushstrokes to make digital creations look more natural and realistic. That's dope. So there's gonna be a rise. Like I said, DeepSeek is in here. Like I was saying, I haven't tried Llama, I don't think. Um, and they also made sure to put that, the regulations won't work as the US might have envisioned, as this author wrote before. Open source software cannot be easily restricted by trade barriers. The real value isn't Goku, but its application. Goku, like other models before, is driving down the cost of production. We saw this happening in coding. We saw it in writing, and now with videos. Models like Goku and Sora can generate imaginative content such as a chicken made out of fried chicken, as pictured above. However, the true value lies in how businesses integrate and utilize AI generated videos, text, and images. So, let's see if we can actually use it. Generated typical diffusion model generation, gradually adding this. Okay. Yeah, but how do we use it? Training and optimization. I'll leave both articles. I'll leave this article as well as the article that I was just showing y'all to find out about this. How to use isn't released yet. and just the paper's out. But I assume okay, okay. But when was this made? When was this article created? Oh, 1 day ago. Okay, so it's not out. All right, well, I wanted to see if we could play around with it, but no, it is not out as of yet. But to give y'all some examples, like the image generation from Google Labs. So if you go to labs.google/fx, that's what this is. Come on. I'll show y'all some of the stuff it generated and the prompts that it does. So, I mean, for image generation, I've been able to use several. I've been able to use several that was really, really cool. This one is really, really cool. And for me, I use it in the forum for creating, comic books and everything like that. But let's see if we can get like what my prompt was because I was using it in two different ones. So I said multi-panel graphic novel page depicting a dark city under a blood-red moon. A tall black man in a battle-worn coat walks through eerie mist, gripping his coarse sword, glowing blade in the style of a manga. And so this is what it gave me. Like, and several of these look really, really dope. I gave it this other prompt because I was trying to create a character that was like a fusion between Blade, Doctor Strange, and Spawn, so I was doing these different things and it's good. Not everything is perfect, but a big issue was hands. Look, one, two, three, four, five. It's got all five fingers here. Now, again, not all of them are perfect. And for me, it's more so getting particular panels that are pretty consistent, as consistent as it can be. Before we get into that, this video is sponsored by me. Hey, if you want to dive into new music, I have a catalog. Catalog. Yeah. These are not singles, these are albums. But more recently this year, I did release an album called Tame Chaos. So you can listen, stream, download, purchase all of that in the link in the description. And just check it out because I want to see if people are actually seeing this and going to the site. So anyways, to build my story around, so these gave some really, really, really good images. Like, look at this, man. This is dope. And it gives you like several, this was the other day that I was doing this multi-panel graphic novel page depicting a ninja fighting a dragon. Look at this stuff, man. Like, this is really, really freaking dope. So that's what's so fascinating to me about AI. See, this was another character that for another, comic book that I'm doing. There's a lot of stuff, and I know people, some people have a particular um thought when it comes to AI and AI images. For me, my goal isn't to just have these generated panels put this together and do nothing else. That's not how I particularly create. Now, with ChatGPT, it does have this GPT called consistent characters, which has helped me to create consistent characters. So even if I find, say, through these panels, I find something really, really dope, and I find a particular character design that is, pretty on point. Like this one right here looked similar to one of the other ones that I did. So what I can then do is I can take this particular AI generated image, throw it in the chat GPT, have it describe the person. Say I wanted to describe this person and what it is that we see. It will describe it, it will put the details as far as what they're wearing and everything like that. So I can then create a story to where the characters look consistent, based on this particular image. So then it will create, depending on what it is that I do. For me, I like to start building up what it looks like, and then I will have it create a character design sheet, and it will be in multiple poses, multiple expressions, and then I can use that, which then it will be into where it needs to be. So that way, this just looks like a particular scene, but then let's say that we're doing another scene and I have him full body and he'll look like this instead of looking completely different. You know what I mean? And so that's when I'm using AI, that's some of the stuff that I'm doing, with it. But what are y'all's thoughts as far as with this Goku AI generator? Have y'all used DeepSeek yet? I've used it a little bit. One of my homeboys, Kenyo, shout out to him. He was telling me he's been using DeepSeek a lot. For me, when it comes to what I'm using AI for, I'm not using it to replace work that I need to do. Like I'm not using AI to write for me, that because I love writing, but I don't draw, and to get somebody to do the paneling and stuff like that, even if I was to freelance it per page, it's pretty expensive. And even hitting up a homeboy that can draw, even though I know they might be like, yeah, let's do this. I wouldn't want to not give them anything, because I know how much hard work it is to be able to do that. And then to go back and forth and, I wouldn't want to put somebody through that unless I had something that I can present to them, like show and prove. Like my biggest example of what I'm trying to do is like the creator of One Punch Man. For me, I want the AI to be like his original drawings as far as he released the One Punch Man manga on his website still to this day. An artist really liked the story, and that's how we got the straight up manga that was released that then got adapted as far as into the anime. So for me, I'm just like, okay, if I could create a cohesive story where the panels and the character designs and everything like that, it's enough consistency and looks dope to where it's just all like, okay, it may have been made with AI, but I found an artist who liked it so much that they're willing to do, the art, and then I could be able to compensate the prop, So that's kind of like for me with the video editing, it goes from me creating my own animated shows to, me making music videos. So those are the two things when it comes to AI that I'm like super into, as well as editing, taking the stuff that would normally take a long time, just like going through it, to take out the the likes, even though for the most part I don't even be doing that with these videos. I just straight up raw dogging them. But they're for actually getting into the editing process and to snap those out. And the reason why I really don't do it is because when you're dealing with 10 to 15 to 20, 30 hour long videos and going through it, because I used to edit podcast audios, and it's a tedious process, and to be able to have a AI system that will go through it, cut all that stuff, and then I from there, do stuff. Even that process would save so much time. So AI is interesting, do I think it's going to take several jobs? Yes, but I do think it's going to create a lot of jobs as well. I think that what you can imagine with this to be able to help drive it in a particular direction, you got to interact with it. And now it's built into our search engines, to a lot of different things. So some people may not like AI in a particular aspect, but they may like it in another, you know? And so let me know y'all's thoughts on AI in the comments. But yeah, it's Mr. Composition, the MC that writes fiction, back at it with another video. Make sure to like, subscribe, notification bells on so you don't miss when I drop a new video on the road to 10K. Make sure to check out the description for my music, books, comics, and more. All right, y'all. Peace.